Hi everyone, I'm out here on the golf course today. We're going to look at a chip shot. So we can see the red flag over there. The green's about 1 to 2 meters higher than where the balls are. And so we're going to look at options, what you can do when you're on the golf course faced with this particular shot. So generally speaking, you could go with a bit more loft, or you could use a bit more of a running type of shot. So I've got my 7-iron and I've got my lob wedge, which is a 58 degree. And so when I get into a situation like this, I tend to look at what the lie is doing, how far I've got to go, how much green I've got to work with. So looking from here, there's probably about 5 meters of green to work with before it gets to the flag. So there's a couple of options I can do. So the first one I'll go with is the 7-iron. I'm going to run the ball along the ground. This is a little bit rough here as well. The grass is a little bit thicker, but everybody walks this way to the next tee. So I'm chipping back into the grain a little bit. And my focus is to land it just over the rough, so where the fairway has been mown there. So practicing feet nice and close together when I do this shot. So trying to keep my triangle moving and my balance on my left leg. So always have a couple of practice swings. Trying to visualize the first bounce, second bounce, third bounce, and then up onto the green. Okay, so here we go. So nice and safely up on the green there. I'm about, say, 3 meters to the left of the flag. So that's a good option there. And again, you've got to choose the shot and the club that you're most comfortable doing with. So the second option is not to bounce it along the ground, but to actually now hit it up on the green. So obviously I've gone with the more lofted club. Again, practice swings to feel how hard I want to hit this ball. Now I've got to see if the ball actually land up on the green. So I'll make sure I get my balance and my stance correct. Not too hard on the club, but just a nice chipping motion up onto the green and rolling up there. So wherever you are on the golf course and you've got a chip shot, you have options. Choosing the correct option is the one that you can do the best, okay? So the first option, obviously the bump and run one, worked out really well. And we can run it up there quite comfortably onto the green. Okay, going the lofted option might be good if you're having to chip potentially over a bunker. So there might be a bunker, or might even be a higher hill in front of us. So a nice good chip over the bunker, up onto the green. That one actually finishes really close there. Actually just went in the hole. So it's about what you're skillful at, what you're good at, using the different options, but always look at what options you do have. It might have been all thick rough there and there wouldn't have been any chance to use the 7-iron, but only using the lob wedge, the more lofted club. But you know, we've got options. So if you get an opportunity where you can come out to a golf course or a practice area and you can practice the chip and run or the bump and run, okay, that one's also finishing nice and close as well. So as I've gotten better with the shot, I've seen what the ball's done on the green, I've gotten much clearer options there. So again, what are you good at playing? And then make sure that you can do that as well. Okay, so I hope that's helped you, even as a beginner golfer or a more experienced golfer. Choose a club or a shot that you can play. Otherwise, go ahead and practice a lot of this so that you can get better at both skills. It's still chipping, but one is bumping the ball along the ground and up onto the green, and the other one is flying it up onto the green. So using different clubs for that. So thanks for watching and happy golfing.